Hello, Bashar. I have questions about underlying negative beliefs. I know that I feel like I'm not good enough or people aren't going to like me. And looking at it in a nonsensical way definitely helps, but I think it still crops up at times. Is there something deeper that I need to discover? And if so, how do I go about that? Thank you.
Well, first you have to understand that your fear that others won't like you has to do with the fact that there are aspects of yourself you have been taught not to like. So it's a self-judgment. And therefore, someone that might come along who will reflect that self-judgment to you will seem to be someone who doesn't like you, but what they're actually doing is reflecting to you that you have a belief that says that you don't like yourself, you don't find yourself worthy. So they're doing you a favor of putting you in touch with that you have that belief. The fact that you have that belief, of course, that you're unworthy, is a belief that is actually connected to arrogance more than the idea of anything else. Because what you're saying is that I, out of all the beings in creation, am unworthy, while everyone else is worthy. Therefore, you're singling yourself out as being some special case in the universe to find you're the only person who is unworthy out of all the beings that exist. And therefore, that's actually a very narcissistic and arrogant state. So allow yourself to realize being arrogant is not something that you actually prefer to do in your heart. And therefore, you can relax the idea of your sense of unworthiness and also realize, if you understand how things work in the universe, that if you really, truly, if it was really a fact that you were unworthy, you wouldn't exist at all to begin with, because creation doesn't make mistakes. Therefore, if you exist, if you're part of existence, which obviously you are, then you need to be here. You belong. All that is needs you and your unique perspective and your unique self to belong in order for it to experience itself as all that is. And without your unique experience, it couldn't experience itself as all that it is. Therefore, you are necessary or you wouldn't exist. So if you know that you're necessary, you know how that works, you know creation doesn't make mistakes, then you can stop believing that you are unimportant, unworthy, unnecessary, and you can stop judging yourself in that way. And then start ignoring when anyone might reflect to you the idea of that unworthiness or that they don't like you, because that's their issue, not yours, because you know that you belong and you know you're necessary and you know you're worthy. So anyone else coming up to you, giving you the impression that they don't like you, well, then you can recognize that that's their issue and not yours.